Hello, welcome back to my channel, and hi to sober Amy who has to deal with this gal.
Hello Tipsy Amy.
I've had 2 drinks. I'm a lightweight.
You was a bit of a mess that night, wasn't you? You really are a lightweight.
Because I didn't go to uni, I've most definitely built up an intolerance to alcohol. So tonight we are doing a little family night out in the house because we miss going out. Ooh, got a sex on the beach right here. Got my dress on, it's like a denim dress. I'll insert a picture if I take any nice pictures. Because I am not completely sober right now, I'm gonna do a very easy night out look that I often do when I can't be bothered. I've got my mirror right here if you see me looking in this mirror as well, and I've got my viewfinder, and I've got the camera. It's too much for my brain right now. I'm gonna do a really easy look that you can literally change for whatever colour you want to do it. It's a go-to for when I'm like,
can't be bothered.
Disclaimer before I start this all. I worked at a beauty PR agency for 5 months. For some of those months they paid for just my travel and my lunch, and then for 2 of those months I did get paid, but all throughout it I was able to take home makeup, and it was like little treats. I did already have expensive makeup because I don't like to have loads of makeup, like one bronzer that was really nice, and I'd asked for it for Christmas, so it'd be like a nice present. So that's why I have quite expensive makeup. I don't have loads of drugstore because I like to invest. I really enjoy doing makeup and it's like a hobby of mine, so yeah. But one of the brands that I have a lot of, which is very expensive but I work for them, was Hourglass. So if you see me using a lot of Hourglass makeup, that is why I work for them. Yeah, I work for this stuff. This was like my payment was Hourglass makeups and other makeup and skincare. So that's a little disclaimer before I start. First thing is my usual foundation. I really like the All Hours by YSL. It's my favourite foundation that I've tried so far. But first, I'm going to use the Hourglass Veil Primer. This one's really good for me because I've got quite large pores and it fills it in, makes them all smooth. So I'm just going to pop a little bit on that on my forehead and on my nose where my pores are the largest. And I just do a nice little squeeze of that and dot it about my face. And I just use a nice buffing brush. I used to be a beauty blender girl. I was all for the beauty blender. What? Oh, Madeline's here.
Hi. Hello. 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 Have you drunk?
You could do.
I need to drink a bit more. I'm explaining.
I've drunk a bit, so the words are struggling to come out the mouth.
So just blending that all over the face. Next I'm going to go with eyebrows. Usually I'd just use brow gel on its own for every day, but because it's a night out I'm going to use a brow pencil as well just to fill them in. Yeah! Yeah!
You alright?
Yeah, we're just going yes. Oh, Holly's here.
I just said the bottom and I was like, and Amy was like, yes, and then I was like, yes.
Right, so next I'm going to use a bit of a brow gel. So when I do my brow gel, I like to brush it up first, and then I like to kind of back comb my eyebrows to add a nice little bit of texture. Now for my super easy going out look. Cream eyeshadow is the way forward when you want to be lazy, when you can't be bothered. Use a cream eyeshadow, and then you can always add a bit of powder eyeshadow on top, but instead of taking forever to blend everything, it's so quick. So first I'm going to use a, oh god, can you see that? Yeah, it's the MAC Prep and Prime.
Did it get in?
It's alright, it stayed upright, it stayed upright, it stayed upright.
It fell into the drink.
It's alright, it stayed upright, the product didn't actually get in there. So I'm going to squeeze a little bit onto my finger. Oh god, fell on my lap.
Can you stop with the disasters, okay?
Blend it between fingers and then just pop it on my eyes just to add a bit of primer. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury cream eyeshadows, which are some of my favourites, but they don't last that long. I'm using the shade Betty, which is one of my favourites. So just pop my finger in it and then pat it onto my eyelid. And then once I've got it where I want, I just take a brush, nice little fluffy brush, and just blend the edges. And if I think I need it a little bit more, add a little bit more. So I've got the main colour on, and you can do this with any colour that you want. Like sometimes I might use a mauvey purpley one and then use a different colour to do what I'm about to do to like darken it up, but I'm going gold today. And then going in with my Natasha Denona palette, I'm going to take a brownie colour, probably this one here, just to deepen up the outer corner. A lot of people, you might see on videos, they go into their crease. However, I have hooded eyes. Don't know if you can see, but basically when I lift my lid up, you can see all of my lid. When I look straight on, my lid, I've got too much like lid space and skin that it sits on top. So whatever I put in my crease, you can't see it. And that took me years to figure out. I was doing all these intricate eyeshadow looks, following all these tutorials, and I was like, why does it look so? And it's because I have hooded eyes, you can't see it. But I found what I like is just to kind of deepen up the outer corner. Don't go into the crease, there's no point, you're not going to see it. So I just, whilst keeping my eye open, I just deepen up the outer corner, close my eye a bit just to see where I want it, then open it again and deepen that up. So I just add a darker colour onto the outside, and it's so quick just to blend that into the cream eyeshadow, and then maybe add a bit of eyeliner on if I want. But this is so quick and a lot quicker than doing a whole intricate look. So then I just take that same brush that I used to blend the gold shadow, just to take on the outside so it's not super harsh. I fancy going slightly darker, so I've got the gold there, I've got the dark brown just on the outer corner, and then I might take this even darker brown, this one, and just go right at the lash line, just to deepen that up even more. I don't think I can be bothered to do eyeliner tonight, so I'll just use this just to deepen that up slightly more. I fancy a bit more sparkle, so I'm going to take a little top coat. So these Hourglass ones are really good, but I bet you can get them loads of brands do them these days. It's really good to use on top of a cream eyeshadow because it just locks in that colour. So now I'm using the L'Oreal Miss Manga Mega Volume Mascara and just applying a load of it on. When you're doing nice makeup, there's no point just doing a little blink. You gotta proper wiggle it in to the roots of those lashes to really thicken up that lash bed. Might add a little bit of concealer. Got the Hourglass new Vanish Concealer, which launched whilst I was working for the brand. I was part of their big launch. Just do 2 dots of this. This concealer is like super duper pigmented. Just gonna take the brush that they've brought out to go with it and blending it under the eyes just to brighten it up. Now I'm gonna use a bit of bronzer, nude bronze light. It's nice, it's quite matte. The other ones are quite shimmery. All of the Hourglass products are quite glowy, but they're not shimmery and sparkly, which is really nice. They had a nice glow. They make you look nice and classy still. So just gonna pop that on in that classic 3 shape. Bronze up those cheekbones, a bit on my nose where you'd catch the sun, even though I don't catch the sun there because I put on SPF. SPF is very important, people. If you don't use it, why not? We don't want to be looking old when we're in our 20s and 30s and 40s, okay? Using an Hourglass blush, it's called Mood Exposure, and just pat it on. I don't like to put it right on my apples. I quite like it to go up here because it lifts the face a bit more. All we need now is a little bit of highlight, which I'm going to use, guess, Hourglass. I'm going to use one of their cream highlights in Champagne Flash. I like to just take my finger on top of it, rub it on it, warm it up a bit, and then pat it on where I want it. So highlight is on. Now lips. Might go for the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick tonight. Pop a little bit of lip gloss on it. Pop a little bit of lip gloss on it. I'm going to use the Fenty gloss. I like this one. But take off most of it because I don't want it too glossy. I just want a little, pop Pop it in the middle. Okay, we are done. Just gonna finish my drink. Thank you for watching my video. Please like it if you like it. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed already, because most of my views are coming from people who aren't subscribed and it makes no sense. So if you're watching my videos and you're not subscribed, why not? Go subscribe. It doesn't really harm you. It just means that I'm closer to 50 and I really want to get to 50. So yeah, see you in the next one. Bye!